Hello, good morning, everyone. So welcome to the daily briefing today. So today is 23rd August, 23rd September, which is Thursday. So let's take a recap on previous important economic data. So the first one is Bank of Japan interest rate decision. The previous is negative 0.1%. The forecast and also the actual is remain at the same at negative 0.1%. So this doesn't really affect much to the Japanese yen. And then we go to the next one is US existing home sales August. So the previous is 6 million. The forecast is 5.89 million and the actual is 5.88 million. So this is not a good news for the USD. And then we go to the next one is US EIA crude oil stocks change 17 September. So the previous is a negative 6.422 million and the forecast is negative 2.44 million and the actual is negative 3.481 million. So this is a good news for the crude oil prices. Why? Because the stock is getting lesser, means what? The demand of the market is getting higher and higher. Okay, and then we go to the next one is Fed interest rate decision. The previous is negative point, so not negative, it's 0.25%. The forecast and the actual is remain the same at 0.25%. So they didn't change their interest rate last night. Okay, so this we can see that because of this important economic data, the market, there's a big market volatility last night, and it caused all the forex major pair have a big market volatility last night. Like but the market volatility is at like around 70 to 90 pips, so it's not really big enough. Okay, so we can see that all the market volatility here is caused by the US Fed press conference and also the interest rate decision last night. So and also the commodities also the same. And then we go back to our PowerPoint here. And then the next part is previously market volatility recap for gold. First rise and then fall by more than 200 pips last night. So we can see that in the market graph here at the right, at our right side, inside the red rectangle here. So what happened on the gold market last night? Let us read the factor here. So the spot gold fell in volatile trading on Wednesday, closing at $1768.16 per ounce in late trading, down 0.36%. So the Fed previously hinted that it would raise interest rates earlier than expected and gradually end bond purchases in the middle of next year. So this is a hawkish statement come out from Fed and also from the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell. Okay, so that's why the gold fell down, because this is a good news for US dollar. So we can see that the US dollar rise up last night, but the US dollar now is dropping. Okay, so we go back to our PowerPoint here, and the next part is when come to today in EU section, we have to focus on these important economic data. So the first one is Swiss National Bank interest rate decision. Previous is negative 0.75% and the forecast is negative 0.75%. The data release time is at 3:30 later. So if higher than expected rate is positive for the Swiss franc, while a lower than expected rate is negative for the Swiss franc. And then we go to the next one is Germany market manufacturing PMI flash September. So for previous is 62.6 and the forecast is 61.5. So the schedule is at 3:30 later. Okay, if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the euro dollar, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the euro dollar. And then we go to the next one is UK market CIPS manufacturing PMI flash September. So previous is 60.3 and the forecast is 59. So the schedule is at 4:30 later in the afternoon. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as not positive for the GBP, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the GBP. And then we go to the last one of EU, important EU session economic data today is the Bank of England interest rate decision. The previous is 0.1% and the forecast is 0.1%. The schedule is at 7 o'clock later in, tonight. So if higher than expected rate is positive for the GBP, while a lower than expected rate is negative for the GBP. And then when come to US session tonight, okay, so we have to focus on this important economic data. So let us take a look on the first one. So US initial jobless claims 18 September. So previous is 332,000 and the forecast is 320,000. Schedule is at 8:30 later. So If higher than expected reading should be taken as negative for the US dollar, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as positive for the US dollar. And then we go to the next one is Canada retail sales month-on-month July. So previous is 4.2%. The forecast is negative 1.2%, and the schedule is at 8:30 tonight too. Okay, so a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the CAD, and while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the CAD. And then we go to the next one, the last one of the last important economic data of today is US market manufacturing PMI flash September. So the previous is 61.1 and the forecast is 61.5. The schedule is at 9:45 later, at tonight. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. And then we go to the last part of our briefing today is the market update for GBP USD. For the GBP USD, the resistance level of today is 1.3650 and the support level of today is 1.36.5. Okay, so my personal opinion for today for the GBP USD, I will take it as a bearish. So, but we can see that the GBP USD is rising up now. Okay, but we still consider as bearish unless the GBP USD, the price break through the pivot line here, the 1.3650. If not, it will be continue bearish. Okay, so let us take a look on the factors here why I will take it as a bearish. So Fed Chairman Powell said that it may start to reduce the scale of bond purchases as early as November and complete the process by mid-2022. The Fed officials have previously revealed that they are increasingly inclined to start raising interest rates in 2022. The Fed's latest policy statement is biased towards the hawkish and helped dollar close out to 0.27%, a new one-month high. So the main focus of the day is the Bank of England's interest rate decision and the Bank of England's announcement of the minutes of monetary policy meetings. So we go to the next one. Okay, for its goal of the resistance level of today is 1774. Support level of today is 1755 57. So my personal opinion for the gold is still I will take it as a bearish. Okay, so why? Actually, the market trend factors is almost the same compared to the GBP-USD. So let us take a look on the factors here. So Fed Chairman Powell said that it may start to reduce the scale of bond purchases as early as November and complete the process by mid-2022. Fed officials have previously revealed that they are increasingly inclined to start raising interest rate in 2022. So the Fed's latest policy statement is biased towards the hawkish and helped the dollar close up to 0.27%, a new one-month high. After Powell's hawkish statement, the news is expected to continue to firm and the price of gold may maintain a downward trend in the day. Okay, so this is why I will take it as a bearish for gold of today. Okay, so the main focus of the day is the US September market manufacturing PMI and initial jobless claims. Okay, so that's all for our briefing today. So we should have a good day and see you again.